Welcome, friends. The shocking 46-year mystery of Carla Walker. How DNA finally exposed a killer. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a chilling case that haunted Fort Worth, Texas. For nearly half a century, it's the tragic story of Carla Walker, a bright, young high school student whose life was stolen in 1974. For decades, her family and the community lived with unanswered questions. But in 2020, a breakthrough in forensic science finally brought long-awaited justice. This is the story of how patience, determination, and advancements in DNA technology solved a case that seemed destined to remain a mystery. It all began on February 17, 1974, a night that should have been filled with laughter, love, and youthful innocence. Carla Walker, a 17-year-old cheerleader, had just attended a Valentine's dance with her boyfriend, Rodney McCoy. The couple was young and in love, simply enjoying their evening like any other high school sweethearts. After the dance, they decided to stop by a local bowling alley and parked in the lot, sharing a few quiet moments together. But what was meant to be a romantic end to the night quickly turned into a nightmare that would haunt McCoy for the rest of his life. Out of nowhere, a man appeared, yanked open the car door, and violently attacked McCoy before dragging Carla out of the vehicle. McCoy, dazed and bleeding from repeated blows to the head, struggled to stay conscious. By the time he was able to comprehend what had happened, Carla was gone. Frantic and terrified, he sought help. But by then, the attacker had disappeared into the darkness with her. The fear and helplessness he felt that night would stay with him for decades as the case remained unsolved. Days later, the community's worst fears were confirmed. Carla's lifeless body was discovered in a culvert near Lake Benbrook. The brutality of the crime shook Fort Worth to its core, and the local police launched an extensive investigation. Law enforcement followed multiple leads, interviewed suspects, and worked tirelessly to find Carla's killer. But the 1970s lacked the forensic advancements that we have today, and despite their best efforts, the case grew cold. Her devastated family and friends were left without answers, forced to live with the pain of knowing her murderer was still out there. For 46 years, Carla's murder remained an open wound in the city's history, a case that many feared would never see justice. Then, in 2020, a breakthrough changed everything. Cold case detectives, using cutting-edge DNA technology, decided to re-examine old evidence from the crime scene. This decision led them to an unexpected suspect, Glen Samuel McCurley, a man who had been briefly investigated in 1974, but never charged due to a lack of concrete evidence. At the time, McCurley had owned a .22 caliber pistol, similar to the one used in the crime, but he had claimed it was stolen. Without DNA testing available back then, investigators couldn't link him definitively to Carla's murder. With modern forensic tools at their disposal, detectives were able to match McCurley's DNA to evidence found on Carla's clothing. It was the missing puzzle piece they had been searching for all these years. In September 2020, authorities arrested McCurley, who was now in his late 70s. When confronted with the undeniable evidence, he initially denied involvement. However, after extensive questioning and the weight of forensic proof against him, McCurley eventually confessed to the crime in heartbreaking detail. As the trial approached in 2021, McCurley changed his plea to guilty, accepting responsibility for what he had done nearly half a century earlier. The court sentenced him to life in prison, finally delivering the justice Carla's family had waited for all these years. Her brother, who had spent his life advocating for answers, expressed relief that they finally knew the truth. Though no punishment could ever bring Carla back, knowing that her killer would never harm another person provided some sense of closure. Carla Walker's case is a powerful reminder of how crucial advancements in forensic science have become in solving crimes that once seemed impossible to crack. It also highlights the dedication of law enforcement officers who refuse to give up, no matter how much time has passed. Without their persistence and modern DNA testing, McCurley might have taken his dark secrets to the grave. This case also serves as a lesson about the resilience of families seeking justice. Carla's loved ones never stopped hoping for answers, and even after nearly 5 decades, their determination paid off. It's a story of tragedy, but also one of perseverance and the pursuit of truth. proving that justice may be delayed, but it's never out of reach. Thank you for watching and taking the time to learn about Carla Walker's story. If you found this case compelling, please hit the like button and subscribe for more true crime stories that deserve to be remembered. Your support helps us bring these important cases to light. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.